Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My name is Dilzar Hassan from Group 8B. I am the medical student of Post Medical University. Today I am presenting the topic Introduction to Neuroanatomy. First of all, I will discuss about nervous system. Nervous system is a complex of network of neurons and cells that carry message from brain and spinal cord and various parts of the body. Nervous system is divided into two parts: central nervous system and peripheral nervous system. Central nervous system. Central nervous system consists of brain and spinal cord. It is responsible for integrating coordination and responsible for learning, memory and emotions. Then we have peripheral nervous system. Peripheral nervous system is divided into two parts: motor neurons and sensory neurons. Motor neuron further divided into two parts: somatic nervous system, autonomic nervous system, and autonomic nervous system also further divided into two parts: sympathetic domain and parasympathetic domain. Now I will discuss about brain. What is brain? It is central information processing organ of our body. It acts as the common and control our system of the body. Brain has three parts: forebrain, midbrain and hindbrain. Forebrain named as prosencephalon, midbrain named as mesencephalon, and hindbrain is named as rhombencephalon. Then first we will discuss about forebrain. Forebrain also has three parts: limbic system, dencephalon and cerebellum. And midbrain has two parts. And mesencephalon has two parts: inferior colliculi and superior colliculi. Then hindbrain means rhombencephalon also has three parts: pons, medulla oblongata and cerebellum. Pons, which is used to respiration. Our pons is used to respiratory system of our body. Then medulla oblongata, which is used in vomiting, sneezing and coughing.
Afterward, Dildar, myself, Muhammad Afzal, I am also the student of 8B group. I am also the student of first year AO State University. Today I am explaining the neuroanatomy embryologically. Embryologically, first of all, we have a term fertilization. Fertilization in which egg of female and sperm of a male intimates and forms zygote at the level of ampulla, which is the part of fallopian tube, as we know. Then we have after 30 hours there is 2-test stage. After 40 hours we have 4-cell stage, and after 48 hours we have 8-cell stage. Then we further discuss about the 5th day. 5th day early blastocyst formed. After 5th day, the 6th day implantation occurs, intrauterine life starts, and cystotrophoblast and syntactotrophoblast are formed. Syntactotrophoblast are having a key here. It releases the hormone which is called beta HCG hormones, which is used for the indication of pregnancy while a woman pregnant or not. On the 18th day, the two layers, endoderm and ectoderm, formed. If we look superiorly, two parts, phallic part and caudal part. This phallic part having oropharyngeal membrane. Then we have caudal part. Caudal part contain follicle membrane. Afterwards, endoderm, we have a tongue. There is primitive groove or primitive cells formed which pull the ectoderm downwards, and the third layer, new layers, mesoderm form. Afterwards, mesoderm further pulls the ectoderm downward. Then mesoderm furthermore divide into notochord. Notochord also having same function. It pulls the ectoderm downwards, and there is a neural fold occurs. Neural fold further change into neural tube, which is the derivative of ectoderm. Furthermore, discuss about it embryologically. Neuroanatomy, we having on 21st day the third layer, three layers. First of all, endoderm forms JIT in a small baby, born baby. In ectoderm we have nervous system, and mesoderm forms muscles. Then we have primary vesicles. Furthermore, we discuss about the vesicles of brain. Primary vesicles are three: prosencephalon, mesencephalon and diencephalon. Then furthermore, prosencephalon divided into telencephalon and diencephalon. Afterwards, mesoderm remained unchanged. It didn't further divide into any secondary vesicles. It is also known as midbrain. Furthermore, rhombencephalon are changed into or subdivided into the metencephalon and myelencephalon. First of all, we discussed about the prosencephalon. Prosencephalon divided into telencephalon and diencephalon. Telencephalon consists of limbic system, basal ganglia. Afterwards, telencephalon having thalamus, hypothalamus, subthalamus, epithalamus, metathalamus, which controls the different functions. Three parts: tectum, tegmentum, and crest cerebri. First of all, we discuss about the tectum. Tectum has superior colliculus and inferior colliculus. Superior colliculus is responsible for vision, and inferior colliculus is responsible for the auditory functions. Then we have tegmentum. Tegmentum consists of nucleus, red nucleus, and here we have present substantia nigra. Then we have crest cerebri. Crest cerebri having two hemispheres which are divided by the interpedunculair fossa. Furthermore, we'll discuss about the rhombencephalon, which consists of two sub or secondary vesicles. First of all, we discuss about pons. Pons have two parts: anterior part and posterior part. Posterior parts of pons make fourth ventricles, and anterior parts there is ascending and descending fibers pass through the pons. Then we have myelencephalon, which is also known as medulla oblongata. It also consists of two parts: medial part and lateral part. Medial part is known as pyramid, and lateral part is called olivary. Through medial part there is this cartiospinal tract pass through. Not the anterior, if the posterior 80% of cartiospinal tract pass through, it also known as pyramid tract. Then we have outer part or lateral part consists of olivary nucleus.
Assalamu alaikum, me is Shanaza from 8B. I'm studying in State University. Today I'm discuss about pons. Pons has two parts: dorsal part and ventral part. Dorsal part makes the fourth ventricle, and the ventral part has ascending and descending tracts. It performs the function as TCNC, tract connection nuclei center. Then we have medulla. Medulla has two parts: pyramid and olive part. Crossing happens in the pyramidal part. Why we called it pyramid? Because corticospinal tract passes through it. The lateral part of the corticospinal tract passes 80%, but the anterior part don't cross through them. Olive part. The later part is called the olive part because it has olivary nucleus. Then we have cerebellum. Cerebellum, it is also called the little brain or subconscious level. Subconscious level, it does the coordination job. It has cerebral cortical layers and have four nucleus. How we learn the nucleus? We have an anatomical term: don't eat greasy food. First we have a dentated nucleus, embelliform nucleus, globose nucleus, and fastigious nucleus. It has three layers: granular layers, Purkinje layer, and the third one is the molecular layer. Then we have two types of divisions in cerebellum: anatomical division and phylogenetic division. In anatomical division, we have anterior lobe, and anterior lobe is going till the primary fissure, and we have posterior lobe, and posterior lobe goes till to the ovule. And then we have phylogenetic genetical divisions. It has two parts: poliocerebellum, cerebellum, and neocerebellum. Poliocerebellum covering the poliocerebellum covering the most part of the anterior cortex, and neocerebellum covering most of the two hemispheres.